Good morning, super cool party people. I slept for almost 11 hours, I think, last night. I didn't get to sleep at 8:30 or 8:45 when I wanted to, but when I did get to sleep, I still slept hard. I'm feeling a little out of sorts because of it, but that's okay. Right now, I am uploading my Welcome to the Dark Sun video because it's going up today, and then I'm going to edit my vlog from yesterday, and then we're gonna talk about some goals that I have, other than the immediate ones of like getting out of bed. But yeah, we will get to that momentarily, but first I need to like focus over there for just a little bit. When you're working and you're too lazy to get up to eat, but you had a bag of chips by the bed. Breakfast. Okay, so I have everything uploaded and edited and all as well. The vlog's gonna go up in a couple hours. I just scheduled it, I think, for 1 or something. And now I'm dressed. I feel kind of like a human. I mean, that amount of sleep was so necessary. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go out for like a walk or if I want to stay at home. It's very windy. It's also very sunny and also kind of cloudy. I'm conflicted. I kind of want potato wedges though, so I guess I will have to make a decision here. Hungry. Okay, so I finally decided that it's too windy outside to go down to the beach and write, because that's what I was going to do. And then I was contemplating just going down and walking to 7-Eleven to get potato wedges and coming back. But I was like, that's like almost like a half an hour, 40-minute walk round trip just to get potato wedges. And it's not really worth it. So I'm just gonna stay here and have lunch. And then I think I'm going to try to be productive and do some writing. Maybe. Oh yeah, I said we were gonna talk about goals today. Well, the oven's heating up for my food, so let's go do that right now. Bam! I set up my goal board actually the other night. So this is where we're at with 201,000 words written. That's how many we have to write. And that's the goal for the month, is 250,000. As you can see, I've written nothing yet, but it's only day 2. I just picked 250,000 words because I think it's a nice round number. I no longer think my story is going to be done by 250,000 words, which is when I thought it was going to be done. So now there's so many more questions that are coming up, like, is this too much for one book? And I'm almost inclined to say it is, because my story spans a couple years in the one book. So maybe that's too much. So maybe I need to do that to that. I'm so helpful. And then that to that. And that's actually, this is the first time I've thought about it, but that would work out really well. I'm so cryptic. I know. But hey, if you want to hear my reading, you can check out my Terrible Fiction Tuesday. I'll link it there. There? There. You know, it's old writing, but it's still my writing. But yeah, I think that might work. Okay, I'm gonna go write this down because I don't want to forget this, but that's actually a really good place to break up the story. Maybe we figured something out, guys, and now it's 4 books, at least. So it's actually really interesting because I just went and I ran through my books to be like, can I cut the story here? Would that make sense? And the part that I'm thinking about cutting it now is exactly where I had initially planned on cutting book 1. So it's like, I knew. But I think what happened is so much stuff happened in book 2 and 3, and for some reason I was so set on having a trilogy that I was like, no, I have to cut it into 3 parts. So we're looking closer to 4 parts. I'm not gonna stop and go back right now and go, okay, the book is done, I'm gonna get to this, but I am going to keep that in mind as I'm going. Like, instead of, you know, maybe condensing stuff that I normally wouldn't condense, I'm just gonna blow it out and just write all the words. God. But hey, I mean, at least the nice thing is if I finish this book and I decide it has to be 2 books, then I have 2 books done real fast, right away. Just so stupid. But I found it interesting that that was where I initially intended to cut it. That being said though, we need to start building on this word count because that's the only way we're going to get to the end of a book and figure out what book it is. So I'm going to sit down and focus here. I'm just making lunch, just some chicken burger, something simple and something easy. And then we will go from there and actually hope that I get words written, because I've kind of, sometimes I like leave off with like a really zingy one-liner and then I pick it back up and I'm like, How am I supposed to go on from this past Tiffany? How? But we'll see. Hopefully I can get it going. So I decided to mow the lawn because it's really bad and needs to be done. It's like really bad. Like every like 20-foot square I have to empty out the bag. Like it hasn't been done at all this year. I am dying. You might see that the camera's shaking because my arms are shaking. But I'm almost done in the backyard. And I've never mowed a lawn before, so it took me a little while to figure out this lawnmower. But we're good. I'm dying. I had to sit down because I got in here, I was like, oh no, lightheaded, sit down now, because it's like there's a hill, and so it's like let it go down, pull it back up, let it go down, pull it back up. And it has like self-drive, which is nice, except there's hedges, so you can't just walk through the hedges and like self-drive up. But she don't finish because I'm almost done. Then like weed eating, but I'm not so concerned about that. I would say, for having no idea of what I'm doing, that doesn't look too bad. In any case, it looks way better than it did before because it was real bad. My arms are still a little jelly, but other than that, we're not too bad. I jumped in the shower because I underestimated how sweaty I was going to get doing that. Anyway, I'm going to clean up this mess now because, ooh. And then I think I might try to do some baking, but definitely gonna try to get some more writing done. So that's the plan. I don't know if baking is a good idea because my arms are so bleh, and I wanna make some bread. So that could be problematic. I'll be like, punch, but we'll see what happens. I feel like today is a bit of a maintenance day because I'm like, I need to write. Well, I want to write, but everything's just a disaster. The lawn, the dishes, like the kitchen, that's pretty well cleaned, but my room. It could be worse. I mean, I think I just really need to make my bed and then fold the laundry and then it should be okay, but it just legit feels like a day of having to do all the things. I was gonna go in for another extra day of work this week. Woo, blown out with lighting. But I think, oh again, geez, this lighting right now. I just think tomorrow should be like a chill day for me because I've done a lot today. I'm also not gonna mention the lawn and just see how long it takes for someone to notice. Back to something, I don't know. I could do the dishes that are there, but I don't think I want to, but we'll see what happens. So I'm trying a new breadstick recipe. I didn't have a lot of faith for it when I was starting it because I make bread a lot. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna rise, but they are looking real good. I'm excited. They smell amazing. I made a modification to add some Italian seasoning into them, and fingers crossed, fingers crossed that this is gonna work out well. And now I'm doing that thing where I edit video. Okay, it is so many hours later. I never showed you the breadsticks. There's still some left, but ooh, we ate a lot of them. Here they are. They were so good, except they were like way too big, but whatever. Practice makes perfect, and I'm sure next time they'll be better. I also ended up having to tell my sister-in-law that I cut the lawn because when she got home, she's like, oh, I'm trying to work up the courage to go outside and cut the lawn. I was like, oh, just look outside. Just look outside. So she ended up going out and cutting the front lawn though because I never got to that because I was like, I'm done. The front lawn's not so bad. We're done. But I am still sitting here editing this Dark Sun DM update for Sunday. It's so much. Like at this point, I think I have about the amount of raw footage that I usually have when I finish filming, like 30 some odd minutes. I started at over an hour of footage. It's just brutal. I'm closing in on the end though. I'm more than halfway done and that's fantastic. But I'm going to take a pause from this. I don't need to have it done until Saturday. So I think I'm going to relocate to my room because I've been chilling out here for many, many hours and maybe get some writing done because thoughts are flowing and I'm feeling it. Alrighty, well it is midnight again. How do I keep doing this? And I got no more writing done. I just edited and edited and edited, and then I came in here and I YouTubed and YouTubed and YouTubed. So I guess that's the end of the night. I wrote 640 words total today, so it's not terrible considering I only have to do 1,667 words every day Actually slightly less because there's 31 days in this month and there's only 30 days in November. So I'm not too concerned. I know earlier I said I was going to keep writing to get to the end and then see if I need to split it after. I might look at the place where I'm thinking about doing the divide and just kind of see what we're looking at for words before and words after and see if it makes sense tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I also stopped writing mid-sentence and I love it when I do that to myself. I was struggling anyway, so it's not like it's some amazing great sentence that how was I supposed to finish that? It's like me describing someone and I was like, I'm over this. But with that, I'm going to end the vlog. Thank you for coming along on this non-adventure adventure and I will see you tomorrow when we do very similar things. Good night.